All right, what's your guys' names and where are you guys based?
My name is Monty Sime. I am based currently out of Anaheim with Sean Haas, who Sean Haas will introduce himself shortly.
I'm Sean Haas. I'm the one who lives in Anaheim.
My name is Aaron. I'm based out of Aliso Viejo, California.
My name's Jaden. I'm based out of Mission Viejo, California.
And my name's Wyatt, and I'm based out of Lake Forest, California.
What are your guys' biggest music influences?
I can go. Oh, yeah. All right, Jaden, go.
So the entire creative process of this band is like entirely behind Aaron and Monty. So my inspirations right now in making music are probably like Family Vacation, Shooting Spree, and Fake Dust. And then like on the emo side, probably like Spirit of Versailles. Reversal of Man, definitely.
So in terms of this project and just I fuck with bands like the Number 12 Looks Like You, Dillinger Escape Plan, and there's like one more on my head. I don't know, I just love a lot of mathcore bands. Botch is good too. I love mathcore and stuff. In terms of screamo stuff, I really love haikus about cannibalism in your yearbook.
For me, like the bass is all about the groove. No shit, right? Like it's everything. You're holding everything together. And for me, how I express that is through. I'm a really big fan of Midori, both like in regards to my bass playing, Lamp in regards to my bass playing. Really into like Japanese jazz bass playing. But also like salsa, they have some of the best basses ever. They're so powerful.
So my involvement with composition booklet is with the sax intro on the latest
named
EP.
After him, Sean Haas.
So in terms of my my like saxophone influences, well, just in general, and especially for something like this, the big three are Joe Henderson, Eric Dolphy, and Pharoah Sanders. All had a really like raw, just like almost like they were all kind of capable of like screaming on their instrument, which is just a really cool effect. And especially when you're fusing it like saxophone and jazz saxophone with something like punk, you can't just be like, just swinging at like a slow tempo. You gotta fucking bring it.
I love a lot of Midwest emo. Like my first band was a Midwest emo band. I also, like Aaron, I love mathcore. I love Dillinger Escape Plan, like Tower of Rome. It's deathcore, yeah. Deathcore bands like Jerome, super dope. Those are just a lot of inspiration of mine. I also love like newer screamo and like harder stuff. Like One Way Mirror is a really big inspiration for me. And other bands like that, Death of James Dean, they're fucking dope.
What are some goals that you guys like hope to achieve with your music? Like, what do you want people to feel, or like, you know what I mean?
So with this whole project, I just want to mix. What am I saying? So I think the goal with this is just like to bring something new and things like that to this, like bring something new and things like that to like this whole scene, because like, there's not really any mathcore here, so I just want to like do it. And also like I've been wanting to make shit like this since I was like 12. So I think my goal right now, like get like a good album out and then tour. Tour would be so fun.
Goals, I think, as a band, I know Aaron especially, and me, we really want to tour to Houston. Or not Houston, just Texas in general. There's a lot of really cool bands out there. Do you want to talk about some of them?
Yeah, we just love the tour. We're kind of working. Yeah, we're working on one.
Yeah, because you say it like we've done.
Yeah,
it
we say it. But yeah, we're working. We're working. We're right now working on it. It's almost done, and I'm just excited to just do it because like, tour is just fun. Like even though it's kind of like scary because we're a bit of a small band, I still just want to do it because it'll just be fun and things like that.
One of my goals for music is just being able to have like a community, going to shows, doing all this stuff. I love taking photos. I love videoing. I just love capturing the scene. 'Cause I feel like it's such a special thing that's happening right now. Like the resurgence of the more like screamo scene, harder scene. I feel like that shit's really cool. So being able to capture that is something that I just really want to do, and being able to be a part of it, like playing for Booklet or playing for Maybe It's Best, which is my friend Frankie's project, or even my own band. Like all that stuff's just really cool. It doesn't matter the size of the show or who it is. I just love like bringing a community together and being able to play live.
I was just gonna like second what Aaron said, and I think like just whenever it comes, well, really to anything, but especially with stuff like this, I think it's all about like, you know, creating something new and experimenting and like showing people something that is like just, you know, they've never heard before, but at the same time like putting yourself into the music. Like you're not like synthesizing something that's just completely like devoid of like who you are and like what makes you human. It's experimental and it's new, but it's also just like completely you.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that I go last because I agree with what a lot of other people have said here. I think tour is going to be really interesting because we've this is a couple of years in the making. We have been planning this since 2022, but like now we're finally in a position in 2024 to like make it actually work. Like we know, you know, Aaron is in all the sorts of stuff. We're finally doing stuff. Like it's just working out really nicely. I think the experience is really interesting. And on top of that, I would say I generally agree with the sense that like it's so important now more than ever. We're at like a bit of a crossroads, I think, with the SoCal music scene, you know, post-pandemic, where we kind of have to decide what do we want to do going forward. Are we going to go into like this homogenized, like are we going to be one sound? Or are we going to be like artsy motherfuckers? And for me, I'm always on the side of people who are doing weird shit. And that's what I want to do. I want to make something new and weird and personal, but most importantly, something that just like puts people off. I want people to be upset, you know? I want people to be mad, like, oh, this sucks. Yeah. Like either you get it or you don't. And for me specifically, that is, you know, like with my influences, right? It's like Unwound at the end of the 90s, putting like everything together, like, you know, it's like shoegaze and post-rock and post-hardcore. It's like all these things have a similar intention. And for me, being like making stuff with like a Latin vision, you know, in my own stuff, and kind of like I think in the presence of what I do as a bassist, is just to show, I think, like what SoCal is in regards to what it has been and what it can be. Not just regards to who we are, but like the history of SoCal, you know, where we're from. And especially in Orange County, where there's nothing. I had a dad of a friend who said, like, you know, it's really crazy seeing like all this weird shit that goes on at these shows, because it's like, you know, you're like pent up after years of like being in Orange County, and you get to express that on a stage and be off-putting and weird. Yeah. And I think that's really exciting. I hope I'm not like talking too long.
No, you're good. I think that's super cool. Like I feel like the scene, like it needs more like things that are very different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All right. One last question. I don't want to keep you guys here for too long. Yeah, okay. What are you guys' favorite part? Like, what's your favorite part of the community that's built around the scene?
I think my favorite thing about this whole community is just like definitely like the supporting of people, like buying merch. I really like that. Not because of it's like a money thing, but like it kind of just signifies, hey, you've been here and things like that. And I don't know. And I love thinking about like legacies and stuff, like thinking about how like how will people interpret this like years later and things like that. And it's crazy to me. But I think one of my favorite things about the community is just being there in the moment. You know, I don't think people should be bragging about whether they've seen like, I don't know, like a band really old ago, and like I don't fuck with gatekeepers or like.
Whoa, caught yourself. Whoa.
Wait, what? Did I almost say gay people?
Yeah.
Oh shit, my bad. But yeah, I don't like gay people.
Oh my God. This is a country album. Oh my God.
I don't like gatekeepers. Because it just makes me feel really mad about it, like because like music should be shared around, and I feel like if you gatekeep a band, it just makes it feel like you're making music just for like
Yourself.
Yeah, I guess so, and you never get to see other people's opinions. I also really love criticism. I think there should be more criticism in the scene. The other thing I love about the community is just the different amount of spaces. Like I love the Che Cafe you know.
Back to the grind.
Back to the grind. What else? There's some other venues, and it's honestly scary now because like a lot of venues are sooner or later gonna close up, and I'm just like worried, things like that. But yeah.
My favorite part of the scene is just being able to create art with other people. I feel like music for the past almost 2 years now has just taken over my life, learning drums, learning guitar, learning bass. Every day I'm either like practicing by myself, practicing with a project that I'm with, or going to shows, playing shows. It's just something I really enjoy, something that I've done so much now to the point where I'm comfortable with it. And it's like I feel like other people should be comfortable with it too. It's something that like I feel like everybody should be able to do. It's super fun, and it helps you express yourself in a way that you can do more than just like with your own body. Like you're able to have an instrument and play music and write lyrics and do it with other people too. So maybe if somebody else has an idea that you haven't been able to express yourself and they have a way to do it through music, and you can do that too, it helps you get yourself out there. I feel like that's something that's like really special in the scene right now.
I really love how supportive and like involved everyone in the scene is. Everyone knows the lyrics to every single song that these small local bands that started in a room or a garage, they just know every lyric and they're screaming their hearts out, and maybe it hits them different and they really connect with it on like a totally different level, and maybe they use it to cope, maybe they just use it to enjoy their day-to-day life. I don't know. I love that a group of people just, I'm fucking this up. Holy shit, I'm stuttering. No, I just really love how much like this scene supports anyone who wants to create music, anyone who wants to put out anything they've made, anything that comes from their heart. I just, yeah. Monty, you go.
Okay. Sean, you have anything you want to say before?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I second all of that, and I think just personally my favorite thing is just how like open it is. Like, you know, as if you're a newcomer, either if you have something new you want to bring to the scene, or if you're just like actually just new, like you haven't like been around for long, it's just like it's not hard to like have a name, you know, and to like, you know, start being recognized and you know, start recognizing other people, and you know, you just kind of you can form these connections and these relationships both musically and personally just so easily and so seamlessly. That's basically it. And also I second what Aaron said. Fuck gatekeeping.
I think that it's particularly true for Sean Haas, because I know Sean Haas has gotten a lot of like recording opportunities just from people seeing that, and I think that's so important. Like, you can really develop a name yourself just by going to shows, you know, like people are like, I agree, it's very open, and I think that's like, if there's one word to describe it, it would be open. Like, you know, of course there are gatekeepers, but see, I don't have any problems slipping up with that. I'm not saying anything, but I didn't have any problems saying that. I'm just fucking with you. Anyway, but like, I think it was Wyatt that said like, you know, like of course there's like bands that are so big that where it's like maybe they're a little like unreachable, but like, you know, if you send the right series of words to a band that's like, you know, 30,000 followers, they may respond. You may develop a relationship with these people. You know, I've had people in like larger bands that are like, hey, if you ever need anything, like I want to play with you, and it's like, I appreciate that, I don't need it, but like, you know, so like it makes you realize how small of a world we live in, for one, but like it's so easy to just collaborate with anyone in the scene. Like, and there's a sense that I think is particular to Southern California and to now, where it's like a lot of bands are just solo projects that people will like go on to, and like every it'll be one person's solo project, and then another person in the band will have a solo project, and everyone will go on to that. So like it creates these really interesting webs where everyone really believes in like what's going on and what's being presented, and I think that's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Thank you guys so much for letting me interview you guys. It means a lot to me. Yeah, that's it. That's all I had. Thank you.